may not think that people will be taking risks with their money, especially in today's economic state. But ways that some people like to take risks with their money is a Ponzi, kite, or any other type of economic scheme. Now, a Ponzi or a kite scheme are very similar in that basically a very, very powerful investor would take a more subsequent investor or bank and give them investments that they would promise big money from that are usually very cheap and basically estimate for failure. So they basically make as much money as they can. Now, even though that today we are in an economic recession, these people are very relevant. So if you're not going to learn anything else from what I'm going to say today, I'd like you to leave with one thing, that Wall Street and the rest of the world banks today need to educate and secure for the future of banking and investment. Now, one thing that we need to do is definitely up the security. Now, you may think that Wall Street and other world banks have the most maximum security of anything else in the world, but this isn't necessarily true. They do have some computers that are programmed, but these usually don't work quite as well as we would like them to. But the people guarding your money, your family's money, and your neighbor's money are usually just people, that were walking around Wall Street or other investors that would see something suspicious going on with stocks. Now, another thing that we can do is the consequence. Now, the consequence for Charles Ponzi, which Ponzi schemes are named after, took 2 indictments for him to get a life's worth in jail. Not even a cent of the money that he stole, which was millions, even hundreds of millions from investors and families, none of it was given back. And then third is what I think I've previously stated, which we need to educate for the future. Now, for the future security, we need to have more relevant occupations to guard investments, stocks, and banks. And the way we can do this is to program computers more adequately to protect these investments and have more applicable college degrees to this field of stocks. And, well, I hope you've learned about the importance of socioeconomic security.